Hello, and welcome to Real Time, where we talk about the movies we like.
And the ones we don't.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Molly.
And we're here to talk about probably the best sequel when it comes to Dreamworks movies, Shrek 2.
Oh yeah, Shrek 2.
So, for whatever reason, I just felt like watching Shrek 2, and then, well, here we are,
Yep.
just talking about it.
Yeah.
It's how it goes with this channel these days.
Finished eating our dinner. I was like, oh, what are we gonna do? Well, I guess we can watch Shrek 2.
Gotta watch Shrek 2.
Have nothing else to do, yeah.
So, Shrek 2 stars Mike Myers as Shrek, of course.
Of course.
And as we all know, Shrek is love. Shrek is life. It also has Eddie Murphy as Donkey, Cameron Diaz as Fiona, and some new actors too, such as Julie Andrews as the Queen, John Cleese as the King, both Fiona's parents, Antonio Banderas as Puss in Boots, Rupert Everett as Prince Charming, Jennifer Saunders as Fairy Godmother, and, of course, Larry King as Doris, the ugly stepsister.
Yes. That's hilarious.
So, what did you think about the other Shrek movies?
I mean, I really like the first Shrek. Of course, it's a classic.
Of course.
It's a great movie, honestly. It's hilarious, it's fun.
It was the first animated movie to ever win the Oscar for Best Animated Movie there.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it was the first animated movie to win an Oscar.
No, it's the first one to win Best Animated Feature.
Oh, okay. So they created that category.
And it was the first one to win.
Okay. Oh, that's really cool. I think it deserves an Oscar. It's a great movie.
Even over Monsters, Inc.?
Well, I really freaking love Monsters, Inc. I don't want to go into it. But I really love Shrek. But I do love Shrek 2 more. It is my favorite Shrek movie.
I like Shrek. I think it's a really funny movie. A really fun movie.
Mm-hmm.
But Shrek 2 is better in absolutely every way.
Yeah.
But we're going to get into that. Let's talk quickly about Shrek 3 and 4. I don't like Shrek the Third or Shrek 4. Shrek Forever After. I don't care for them.
I don't remember much from Shrek 3, but that probably goes to show that it's not as good, or I probably would have watched it and remembered what it was about.
Now, Shrek 3, I like parts of it. Some parts are funny, but overall, it's just, I don't like it. But it is a bad movie, but it's a bad movie that it makes me feel something for it, you know? Shrek 3 is a movie that it's really bad, but it's a really bad that makes me actually upset. Shrek 4, however, I feel nothing for this. It's one of those bad movies that is just, yeah, I guess that happened.
I guess to me that one's just like, it's not my favorite, and it's just not as fun to watch.
I remember one scene from Shrek Forever After, and it was when that little kid was going, do the roar.
Yeah, I think that's the one scene everyone knows. Yeah.
And then Shrek just does the roar, and then he says, I love you, Daddy.
Yeah. I think Shrek 4, it's slow, and I don't think the story is quite as engaging.
No. I haven't seen Puss in Boots or the sequel that just came out.
I have seen Puss in Boots.
So I can't say anything about those.
It's been a while, but I thought it was okay.
But back to Shrek 2.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm just going to say it. This is the best DreamWorks sequel. You know, I love the How to Train Your Dragon sequels. I love Kung Fu Pandas 2 and 3. Actually, that's it for DreamWorks sequels that are good.
Oh.
Probably. I mean, not a whole lot of DreamWorks movies got sequels.
No.
You know, I mean...
Yeah, not that I can think of, really.
I mean, I guess there was that Joseph King of Dreams movie, but that was a prequel to The Prince of Egypt.
Oh, yeah, no.
And
that doesn't really count.
But no, there haven't really been a whole lot of DreamWorks sequels. And, well, barring Shreks 3 and 4, they're all pretty good.
Yeah.
If I'm forgetting something, just oh wait no, there was a Boss Baby sequel, but I also haven't seen the first one or the sequel, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say Shrek 2 is
just gonna
better.
take a risk there and say
Yeah.
Shrek 2 is better than the Boss Baby sequel.
Yes.
So I'm sure you and I both watched this movie when we were kids, and
Yes.
there's a lot of nostalgia to it there.
Yeah.
But there's also nostalgia in a different way, because watching this movie again, I realized, you can definitely tell this was made in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
There
are so many references.
There's Spider-Man references, Lord of the Rings references, all the pop music, like the music that they're using in the movie, that the non-diegetic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's you can tell when this was made.
Yeah.
Which, it's not the worst thing ever, because these songs aren't bad.
Yeah, it doesn't really take away anything from it, but yeah, you can definitely tell that a lot of their jokes kind of relied on references to other things.
Which I'm not opposed to pop culture references in movies.
Yeah.
As long as it's funny.
Yeah, and
or
they make it fun.
or serves a purpose in the story.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like with Shark Tale, when Oscar just starts spouting movie lines for no reason. What does this mean? Why are you doing that? But enough about Shark Tale. Trust me, that's going to be a whole video on its own.
Okay.
Believe me
I
that.
haven't watched that since I was like a very small child, so.
Dude, it's cursed.
All
It is.
Anyway.
It is ugly. But anyways, Shrek 2. So, what are some of your favorite parts? Before you go for the the obvious one, what's your favorite one?
Okay, if I'm not counting the obvious scene that you're probably going to talk about.
Yeah.
So I won't talk about that.
That's going to be its whole, space of its own.
I like when they... I can think of two things. I like when they go to Fairy Godmother's factory and break in and steal, the magical potion. And then I also like when Shrek and Donkey change into their, beautiful forms.
Shrek was already beautiful.
What am I saying? Yeah, because that's pretty funny.
And funny story about that scene, that was where I first discovered David Bowie. Like, the song, they used changes in the scene. Now, it wasn't just, it was Bowie was singing with someone else on this track, but still, that was the first time I'm pretty sure I ever heard a David Bowie song. And, I think that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
But a scene I really like, outside of, the obvious one.
Yes.
I really like the opening where we see Shrek and Fiona on their honeymoon, and it's really nice because, they're a great couple.
Yeah.
And they're probably one of my favorite fictional couples.
Mm-hmm.
You got your really good ones like them, Gomez and Morticia, Rocky and Adrian. So, they're really great.
It's nice because you can actually, and understand that they actually have, this loving, caring relationship.
Might also help that we just got back from our honeymoon last
we did.
week.
Yep. Back from the honeymoon, nice and tan.
We got married in October, and we're just taking our honeymoon now in July.
It happens.
It's okay, though.
Yeah.
We got to see alligators.
Yeah.
We went to Florida. That's why we saw alligators. We didn't just...
Yeah. We didn't just go.
We didn't go somewhere where there wouldn't be alligators and saw alligators.
We were in the Everglades. So.
But if we did go somewhere that isn't supposed to have alligators and we did see alligators...
That would be concerning.
I can't say I'd be too upset about that.
Okay.
I mean, if they're attacking us, yeah, okay, that's a problem. But otherwise, okay, cool, gators. This is nice.
Alright, anyways, back to the movie.
Now, do we want to talk about the obvious scene?
Sure, let's go ahead.
Okay, Fairy Godmother doing a cover of Holding Out for a Hero is just amazing. I love it.
It's just so fun. That whole scene where Shrek's breaking into the castle and the the songs in the background. It's just great. It's amazing.
And this was pointed out to me by another YouTuber. His name's Sideways. Go check him out. He's great. He doesn't need my, he doesn't need me to vouch for him or to, promote him, but, go check him out anyways because he's great. He pointed out that in the background of her singing this and Shrek breaking into the castle has the score from when Shrek was rescuing Fiona in the first movie. Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah, and when he said that, I was just thinking, man, it does.
I didn't know that. You should have told me so I could listen for it.
Well, that makes for better content for us.
Yeah, all right.
And it's really, I think that's part of what makes it such a great cover, because on its own, it's a great cover. One of, if probably not the best covers of a songs.
Yeah.
It's up there with Johnny Cash's version of "Hurt," but like that scene, clearly Fairy Godmother, when she's saying she holding out for a hero, she's not talking about Shrek, but it's still really cool.
Yeah.
To have these two there.
Yeah.
And there's just so many little details in that scene too, like that E.T. reference, that was nice.
Yeah.
And then when Donkey turned into a horse is running around in the castle, he's sliding around on the floor because horseshoes don't really have good grip on linoleum, I guess, or whatever it was. Marble, linoleum.
They're fancy.
Look, I'm not fancy. I don't know anything. But yeah, great scene and just a great climax to the movie in general.
Oh yeah.
Now, who would you say is your favorite character in, I guess, the Shrek movies in general? Because
in general,
I mean, we're already going into some stuff about the other three movies.
I mean, I like the introduction of Puss in Boots, but I would have to say that the best character in Shrek is Donkey. He's just too funny and lovable to not be my favorite character.
He doesn't have all the best lines.
I know. He's hilarious. He's always got the funny lines. Yeah, he's making me laugh. And that's usually the character I go for, yeah. All my favorite characters are the funny ones.
The funny ones, the dumb ones.
Yeah, that's what I like.
The funny dumb ones.
Yeah, perfect.
That's why your favorite Ninja Turtle is Michelangelo.
Of course.
I don't really know actually who my favorite character would be. It's really hard to choose.
Mm-hmm. It is. There's a lot of good characters.
I can't choose.
Okay.
Honestly,
that's fair enough.
There's like.
Do you have like a top 3?
Like in no particular order, I guess maybe Shrek, Donkey, and Puss.
Those are some good ones.
I mean, Fairy Godmother's a great villain too.
Yeah.
She's. I would definitely say she's the best villain in all of the Shrek movies, but she doesn't have much competition.
No.
The only other real choice is Farquaad, he's not bad, but Fairy Godmother is in a league of her own.
Yeah.
I'd say she's the best Dreamworks villain in general, if it wasn't for Lord Shen from Kung Fu Panda 2 or Ramesses from The Prince of Egypt.
Yeah, I mean, she's a good character.
And it's really unfortunate that her son takes over as the bad guy in the third one, because he sucks in that one. Like in this one, he's okay. He's just the he's basically the dragon in this movie.
Yeah, he's not the main bad guy.
And he's
just there to help.
And I wouldn't say he's intimidating in this one, but he's effective.
Yeah.
He has his moments when he's taking Fiona away from Shrek, and it's he works great as a tool for Fairy Godmother. But once he's on his own, it's no.
He's not as strong. Yeah.
Yeah, and my man over here looks like Jaime Lannister except lame. Yeah, you don't watch Game of Thrones.
I don't know. It's like I don't know who that is. I heard the crickets chirping outside. I was like, that's good timing.
Well, never mind. Anyways, So, Shrek 2, definitely one of the best DreamWorks movies of all time.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Definitely top 3 for me.
It might be my favorite, but I don't know.
There's days where I like The Prince of Egypt or How to Train Your Dragon more than each other. But Shrek 2 stays comfortably at that number 3 spot.
Mm.
So, it's got that, at least. So, that pretty much wraps up what we have to say.
Yes.
So, we'll catch you guys next time.
See you next time.